Breathe it in. That's fear.
Hello, it's your boy Davidoff and welcome back to Movie Monday. So I've seen it twice in IMAX. It was epic. And yeah, if you haven't seen my reviews, don't worry, I'm gonna put this in my I'm gonna put this video in my marathon playlist, my Godzilla marathon. This isn't part of the marathon, but I thought like from now, every Godzilla movie I watch, I like make one like video for it. I made 3 videos now, but like this is the main video for it. I'll make a main video for each Godzilla movie I watch from now and put it in the marathon playlist. So I have every movie in the same playlist basically. So I think that's what I do. But anyway, this is one of them. Godzilla King of the Monsters spoiler talk. It says spoiler talk, by the way, so spoiler alerts. Don't want to be spoiled, then don't watch it obviously. So yeah, if you want to know my review basically, if you haven't seen them before, I thought it was really good. I loved it. The visuals were fantastic. Monster action was great. I did want more though from it. Like, the monster action was good. It's just that too many times it cut away sometimes, and some of the angles, like there's a few close-ups which is good as well. But I wanted more more wide shots as well. There were a few, but I wanted more of them. Too many close-ups, I think, and some of the fight scenes were cut short a little bit, and some things happened too fast. Having said that, I still loved it. I still thought it was more than good enough. Obviously, it's a high budget, so I understand. Obviously, I mean, high budget. They had a high budget anyway, but like, it's very expensive to do CGI. I don't know how much it is, but it's very expensive. So I can understand why it's not like constant for 2 hours. But I still like wanted more. It was still great though. For what it was still great. The storyline, not so great. Parts of it were pretty silly, to be honest. But for me, as long as it delivered on monster action, that was fine by me. You understood the story, to be fair. So the characters though, most of them, not too good. So Zara was cool. Who else? The villain, Charles Dance. I don't know what his character's name was, but I liked him as a villain, I think. But the family of 3, they weren't great characters to me, in my opinion anyway. The Asian girl, I never mentioned her actually in previous reviews. The Asian girl, she had a connection to Mothra, which I thought was pretty interesting. So yeah, I didn't notice the first time. The first time I watched it, I didn't realize, but I remember when she closed her eyes and Mothra came in, and I was thinking, she has telepathic, because I knew, like, I saw the photos the first time of the Mothra twins. There's like 4 different Mothra twins. So I saw that and I thought, okay, maybe her parents and her grandparents were the Mothra twins back then, and they're just normal size instead of like tiny. That's what I thought. I didn't think she was also the same ability wise, but she was. So doesn't she has a twin somewhere? I swear she's got to have a twin somewhere, right? Either way, I think she had telepathic knowing towards Mothra, I think, unless I'm wrong. I don't know. I mean, she showed her family, which were all like Mothra twins, so they're all twins, which can't be a coincidence. But anyway, oh yeah, visuals, soundtrack was great, and they did so many good Toho callbacks and references, Easter eggs. Toho theme songs, Godzilla's Toho Roar. There were so many good Toho throwbacks. Like, this movie is fan service, just like, you know, Endgame was fan service. This movie is fan service. Like, the Godzilla fans who actually watch like every movie, or at least most of the Toho ones, they will understand those references more. And I think this movie is like, in terms of the action and the theme songs, it really is fan service. So despite the not so good story and the not so good characters for the most part, the soundtrack and the music and the references and the monster action and the visuals, oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. King Ghidorah as well. King Ghidorah looked mad. He looks mad. I love the look of King Ghidorah. I really did. That after credit scene though, let's talk about that first. It's gonna be all over the place, to be honest. But that after credit scene, oh my words, are they teasing Mecha King Ghidorah? That's what I thought at first. That's what I thought. I looked at that and I thought, Mecha. They're doing a Mecha. They're doing a Mecha. Having said that though, King Ghidorah regenerates. He lost the head in the movie and he grew it back. So what if he could grow out what if he could grow out his body from his head? What if that head is still alive and it can't move, and it can grow back the rest of the body, but like gradually, because it doesn't have like, because during the movie he had most of his body, just not his head, so he had like the power to like regenerate it. But maybe because he just has his head, he can regenerate himself that's far-fetched. It's gonna be mecha probably. There's rumors about Destoroyah. They don't have rights to it, but they could do a different form of it that's not like the Toho version. I've seen a few theories. I've been watching theories recently, and they're either saying Mecha King Ghidorah, but apparently they're saying it might not be in the next movie, but the deal ends in the next movie. So does that mean doing more after that, or what's going on? What's happening? Because apparently Charles Dance is not coming back next year, but you don't need him, do you, for Mecha? You can just replace him. Just say his character died and bring someone else in, can't you? I don't know, but the thing is, right, there's a new poster been released recently, right? Godzilla vs. Kong, and it says one will fall, which suggests that one is actually going to lose, and even the director said that as well. So if one loses and there's also a third threat, then how's the movie going to go? Is there going to be the big threat first and they both team up to fight it, then they fight each other? Or do they fight each other first, one wins but doesn't kill the other one, and then the one that wins the fight fights the bigger thing, and the one that loses goes and helps him? I don't know. Here's a theory I got, right? Here's a theory, right? If you didn't know, that in the prequel comics, they did comic books that are like canon to the movies. So there's one for King Kong and there's one for Godzilla. And Godzilla fought Muto Prime in the prequel comic to this movie. Muto Prime was the parents to the Mutos in the 2014 movie. And I was thinking, like, at the end of Godzilla King of the Monsters, when the monsters bow in front of him, there's a Muto there, and I'm like, is that Muto Prime? But apparently he died in the comics, so it's pretty different Muto. So there's other Mutos out there somewhere? Is it just that one, or is there... Because there seems to be quite a few Mutos. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, the Muto at the end though, he was like, well, you killed my brothers and my father, but you know, I'll bow down to you anyway. This Rodan was quite funny. I liked Rodan in this, I really did. I loved Rodan in this movie. He was a badass when he first came out. He was like, I rule the world! Then he sees King Ghidorah, he goes and fights him, loses in like 2 minutes, and then he bows to him. And then when Godzilla comes in and wins against King Ghidorah, Rodan bows to Godzilla. He's like, he's being a beta. He's like, he's like, how do I describe this? He's going from I'm the king to can I wash your clothes, sir? Like, you know what I mean? Like Rodan was being like, he was just being submissive, really, to whoever the alpha was. It was quite. I found it quite funny though. I found it quite funny, but you know, Rodan would just bow to anyone, really. Anyone who's more powerful than him. Also, when Mothra fought Rodan, right, that's one of the things that I wanted more from. I liked that fight, but I wanted more. The part where Mothra stabbed him, I thought it happened too fast. I was expecting more of a fight. I thought it happened way too fast, but it was still really cool. Godzilla v King Ghidorah at the end, mental. And Fire Godzilla as well. Apparently it's not burning because, well, he didn't stay like that, did he? It was a temporary thing. Apparently it's just called Fire Godzilla. Because if he was burning, he would be going into meltdown, wouldn't he? Then he'd just blow up the whole world probably. So that wouldn't be the case. But still, also Oxygen Destroyer, they used that, and they used the Oxygen Destroyer on Ghidorah, and Ghidorah's head was where they used the Oxygen Destroyer, and Destoroyah comes from the Oxygen Destroyer, and the villains now have Ghidorah's head that was next to Oxygen Destroyer. So is Destoroyah coming, or is it just a mecha, as I would assume anyway? I don't know. They don't have the rights to Destoroyah. I don't know why I'm thinking it's Destoroyah. I'm just thinking because Oxygen Destroyer and Ghidorah's head was next to that where it blew up. Now I'm thinking too hard. I'm thinking way too hard. I'm thinking way too damn hard. Yeah, that first fight though at the start in Antarctica, that was pretty cool. It was a short fight, but I thought it was pretty interesting. Like an interesting first rivalry, because I thought Godzilla would lose that fight. He didn't really lose though. Ghidorah just flew away. He was like, I can't be asked with this. I'm just gonna go. Because Ghidorah didn't win that fight. He just flew off. Really, he wasn't scared, but he wanted other business to do. So yeah, when he flew off and fought Rodan, then that volcano roar, that was epic looking. Then Godzilla fought him again, which was crazy. An Oxygen Destroyer came in. And yeah, then eventually, obviously Oxygen Destroyer, so it kills Godzilla temporarily, and Serizawa goes to revive him, which is all good. Then it overpowers him really, it makes him a lot stronger. So strong that it goes burning, well, it's fire mode eventually. But yeah, that last battle in Boston was mad. The shot where King Ghidorah jumped at Godzilla, there's so many good shots in this. I still wanted more. Like more wide shots, less close-ups. But damn, it was beautiful looking. Damn, that was like, that was epic action. Definitely worth seeing in the biggest screen possible, in the best way possible. If you have the option of IMAX or Dolby, go and see in one of those things, because this is worth it. Now I want to see it in 4D, because 4DX is proper good for action movies. And this has a lot of action in it, so I feel like, and it has water effects as well, it splashes water on you as well, so I feel like it would be really fun watching that movie in 4DX. So I think I'm going to try that in a couple of days probably. That's probably what I'll do. Also, the trailers gave way too much. I won't lie, the trailers gave way too much. It's not like, there's 3 trailers obviously, but it's not those trailers. I mean like the TV spots and the final look. There's so many, like, they uploaded like 25, that's not exaggeration either, they uploaded a lot of trailers, a lot of like short 30-second to a minute trailers, and I enjoyed them, but the last few gave away a lot. It gave away Fire Godzilla, which is the ending of the movie. It gave away a few things. Also, that ending, it was like anime style in a way, when they were all bowing before him. I thought that was cool, Rodan, and oh yeah, that's another thing. When the monsters went around destroying the other monsters, Ghidorah woke them up. The others, well, it's 17 after Godzilla, so that's 18, right? So -4, that's 14 other monsters that are not the main characters. And we only see like, what, 3 of them? I know Kong is one, and we saw like a second of Kong, and he's not doing destruction, but we saw what? We saw the mountain thing, we saw the spider thingy, and we saw a Muto, and we saw the mammoth. That's 4. And we saw like a few seconds of each. So where's the other 10? I'm probably expecting too much, to be honest, but when you're telling me there's 17 other kaiju apart from Godzilla, I want to see them. That's all I'm saying. Maybe they're all on Skull Island. Maybe that's what it is, because there was like a giant, there's like 5 different things on Skull Island, right? When the movie came out. There was a spider thing, there was the skull crawlers obviously, there's Kong, there's the octopus. The 2 of them are dead though, but still, there's the octopus, there might be more of them. There was that giant vegetarian herbivore thingy, whatever it's called. Is it a bull? You get the point. So it can't be far-fetched that 10 of them are on that island. That might be why. But still, I wanted to see more of what they were doing as well, because we only saw like a few seconds of them destroying the things, and we never saw their names either. I just wanted more of those other monsters. I wanted to see like what they were doing more often. So yeah, the human storyline, I'm not too bothered about talking about it. I've got it noted down here, but I thought I'd like just wing it and just talk about the monster action, because that's the main part of the movie. Obviously, Mothra's hatching scene was pretty nice. I got to say that. And yeah, the storyline, it wasn't the worst, but it was a bit stupid, to be honest. It was a bit stupid, the storyline, but you know, the action delivered, and that's all that mattered to me, really. Yeah, the volcano roar, I mentioned that. Yeah, Ghidorah revealed to be alien, and that is his original story anyways, original origin, but like there were rumors that he was going to be from Earth anyway. They were going to change his origin, which is going to be which would be fine, but I do like how they made him an alien, so that opens up more possibilities, like Gigan. If they give the rights, they can do Gigan, the alien kaiju space Godzilla. If these movies do well, which I hope they do financially, then I think Toho could be like, we'll give you a new deal, we'll give you because I'm pretty sure like Michael Dougherty wants to use Gigan and Biollante, right? I want Destroyer. I want Batra. Apparently there was a reference to Batra in the credits. I didn't see it. Apparently it's a blink your eye miss it moment, but you see those articles in the credits, right? That's going along. New egg found from Mothra. Rodan goes back to his volcano. There's a lot of headlines. Apparently there's something about giant bats. And apparently there's a reference to Batra. I want to see Batra. I saw him in one movie and he looked like one of the coolest kaiju I'd ever seen. Like, genuinely, he looked that cool. He looked like the evil version of Mothra. He was brilliant. That's what he is, really. He's the evil Mothra. But Batra is an awesome looking kaiju. I want to see that in an American Hollywood movie. I just think it would be damn cool. That's all I'm saying. But apparently it was referenced in the credits. Apparently, according to an article I read. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mothra's telling the humans where Godzilla is as well. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh yeah, so they're together. Mothra and Godzilla are together, apparently. But she was just born in the movie. Or Godzilla's the dad. And the mother's dead. And that's the egg. Okay, this is weird. How would Godzilla and Mothra do? I don't know. Don't kaijus produce asexually, not like together? Apart from the Mutos. I swear Mothra just lays an egg regardless. She doesn't need to mate, does she? I'm so confused. Are they together or are they just ruling together? Are they like king and queen? Or are they just mates? I don't know. Wait a second. When Mothra lays eggs, does she reincarnate into those eggs and she becomes the younger Mothra? Am I confusing myself? I've seen Mothra trilogy, I've seen the original movie, I've seen all the Toho movies. I know Mothra, and for some reason I'm getting confused about Mothra. Because she was born in this movie, and Godzilla is... She also has Godzilla's eyes on her wings. Okay, I'm confused. Someone explain that to me, because I'm so confused, because... Are they like together? Are they ruling together? How is Godzilla connected to Mothra? Is that Mothra his kid, and the mother is dead? Or I don't know. I'm hurting myself by actually thinking about this. But they found another egg, so there's another Mothra being born. So I would assume that they might include the other monsters in Godzilla vs Kong. Rodan is alive. Mothra. There's an egg there, and King Ghidorah. I mean, Charles Dance's character got his head, so he's got to be coming back in some way, right? Even if it's not actually him, it might be Mecha or Destroyer. Something. They're not just going to show that for no reason. That's all I'm saying. But I've heard it might not be for the next movie, which confuses me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh yeah, Godzilla dropped from the sky. Right, here's the thing, right? When he's dropped from the sky, he is such a huge thing. Apparently he's confirmed to be as tall as Shin Godzilla. And Shin was crazy tall. Apparently he's a lot taller in 2019 and 2014, apparently. They increased his height. I didn't really notice it because he looked massive either way, but King Ghidorah flew him up and dropped him to the ground. Now, since he's so big, and since he's nuclear powered, wouldn't it cause more damage? That's all I'm saying. There were humans standing there on the side, and all they got was a bit of wind. Surely when something that big falls from above the clouds, it would cause more destruction. Or am I overthinking it? Am I just being weird? Or... because he's nuclear powered as well, like, wouldn't that... I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking. Also, the fact that Mothra sacrificed herself and her essence fell on Godzilla, that was like a reference to Fire Rodan doing it. Again, I don't remember what movie it is. Godzilla versus Mecha something. I think it was Godzilla versus... Yeah, Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla 2. Fire Rodan dies and his energy goes to Godzilla and it fires him up. So Mothra does the same. But they mentioned earlier that he was already going to go thermonuclear. So wasn't he already going to go full red, or... I don't know. Maybe it was just going to blow up. Maybe they said it was just going to blow up in 12 minutes. But it was Mothra that made him like fiery and red. Yeah, that might be it. But Fire Godzilla's crazy. Like everything is burning around him. We saw in the trailers, and literally just one... What was it? Was he doing that, or was he just exploding? Was it just a big blast? He just blasted, and Ghidorah's wings started burning off, and I was just like, okay, King Kong, you better be hitting the gym, because I don't know how you're gonna fight this thing. Like seriously, like Godzilla can run now. He can run. Godzilla doesn't run. Now he does. He ran towards Ghidorah in that movie. I mean, he's not gonna fire up again against King Kong, but still, I mean, what is King Kong going to do? Also, I got a theory, right? I was meant to say this earlier, but it's a prequel comic, right? Where King Kong's family and all the King Kongs, all the Kongs, no, they can't all be king, but all the Kongs get overrun by the Skullcrawlers. And the Skullcrawlers kill everyone apart from Kong. And his parents are the last ones standing, and they die protecting him. The strongest Kongs, they die protecting him. And him as a baby watch his parents die, and that's part of the reason why he's got so much rage. But at the end of King of the Monsters, there was a painting of Kong and Godzilla fighting, and I don't think it's actual like King Kong that we know right now. I think it's one of his parents or from his family. So what I'm guessing is, right, because Godzilla's the alpha, he's the king, and the monsters bow to the alpha. Also in 2014, why did the mutants not bow to Godzilla? Were they rebels? I don't know. Let's go back to the topic of conversation, right? Let's just say, right, that Godzilla came to Skull Island and the Kongs refused to bow to him or whatever. I know Godzilla's a hero, but maybe he wants to be the alpha, and maybe these Kongs refused to bow to him, and he was angry about this, and then the Skullcrawlers attacked Skull Island, killed all the Kongs. Godzilla knew about it and did nothing because the Kongs didn't bow to him. That would be quite evil and sinister, but maybe Godzilla thought that was for the best at the time. And maybe Kong knows about this. Maybe he knows that Godzilla could have helped them and he didn't. And because of that, his parents and all the Kongs are dead. So maybe he hates Godzilla because Godzilla didn't help the Kongs against the Skullcrawlers. And maybe that's how you set up the rivalry, how you set up like why they fight each other. Because I don't know, because they're both heroes, they're both filled with rage, and they both never lose. So there's got to be a reason why they're actually fighting each other, right? It can't be just about the throne, surely. It's got to be like something more personal, I think. But I don't know. It should be fun though. What I want to see next year is they team up at least once, fighting something else, maybe a mecha, and they fight each other. And that's what I'm hoping for, and I hope we get it. I hope we get more action. This movie leaves me wanting more action. Camera stop, sorry. And that's a good thing, to be fair, because you want more, and the sequel's just 10 months away. So it's not that long to wait for a sequel. It is a long time, but considering it's a sequel to this, it's not that long to wait. So I'm looking forward to that. That's it really. That's all I got really to talk about. All over the place, sorry. I actually got it like in case I didn't miss anything. I thought I'd just like put it down on my notes, but I just talked about it in the wrong order really. But who cares? Who cares? Love the movie, want to see it again, and you may see a vlog this week of me seeing it again because I might be going out. I'm going to cinema on Sunday, which is before this goes up, then Monday, when this goes up, then Tuesday, then Wednesday to see Dark Phoenix. So, cinema galore. This was your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya.